I am here. Sup, yo. We have far too much magicka now. And that makes me happy. So now we have the Everything Nasty spell. Costs a lot to cast, but it's got, well, everything nasty in it. Yeah. Demoralizes them, it commands them, it charms them, it calms them, and it kills them. Yeah. It's everything I wanted and more. Alright, we are at Fnakus today because I am going to say fuck it and get all the Aliad statues. And we're here to kind of test the new spell. Also, this is the place where I tested the Hat That Hates on vampires in the playthrough I did of the original. So good. Alright. So good to have an instant death spell now. Because even if they resist one thing, the other things will kick their ass. A black robe. No, thank you. I don't need it. Anything enchanted? Nothing enchanted. But oh no. By the way, I did find a way to get a whole hell of a lot of cash pretty quickly. A different way. Like, duplicating a particularly high value piece of jewelry and selling that one at a time seems to work pretty well. Now the trick was trying to finding the high value piece of jewelry that I could duplicate. Not all of them are that fortunate. Now, I could have just found the raiment of the Crimson Scar, which, well, I do have. However, it cannot be duplicated because it's not generic enough. So yeah. Shit's weird, man. Shit is weird. We could take that and this. Everything else is garbage. That's cool. Gold. More gold. Anything behind here? Nothing. Garbage. Mine. So yeah, we are pretty ballin'. Everything Nasty is doing what it says on the tin. Alright. Check this one out. Yep. Okay. Alright, did I hit every corner? Is a question. Seems like it. There's nothing in the water, I already know. Because I did a run of this before starting stream. For testing purposes. Yeah, I think that's everything. Okay. So yeah, we got the statue. The statue is ours. And everything else is a bonus. So I'm over 3 million magicka. What the fuck? My mans. Let's get in here and cause a ruckus. Or cause no ruckus and just close the portal. As is what I do. And it crashed. Okay, fine. Some bitch. Alright, let's get back in it. So yeah, I'm just chilling with more Oblivion and having a time getting cheese off the bandolier of cheese. Now, I do have some stuff to do today, so I won't be able to do this for a while. But hey, this is what we do. We stream for a couple hours to 3 hours and make commentary and get screenshots for thumbnails and play a game. Just play. Nothing special about it. Bam boom bum bee ba 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 beep ba boo. And hum along with some tunes along the way. We don't even need to kill everything in here. It's whatever. Beep beep boop bop beep bop beep bop boo bop beep oh beep bop boop bop beep Ba beam boom beam ba bee ba ba bo. Ba ba bee ba beam ba beam ba beam. Beam ba beam ba. Ba beam beam ba beam bee ba beam. Really wish they would put the random for this mod at the beginning instead of the end. Or both, actually. Put a random button at the beginning and end instead of just at the end. Or do a different method of display. I can't remember exactly how that works, but anyway, hardly matters. We did a portal, we did a ruin, I'm looking for the ones that have Ayleid statues in them, like this. Because those ones are pretty much only for the collector. Blurk, blick, blick, blurk. Moranda. Oh. Jesus, good. And good, it's a creature dungeon. Meaning I don't have to kill anything to see what loot it's got. Because normally it has no real loot of consequence. At least none that I'm interested in. Okay, fine. Ooh. Doesn't matter. No, it does not. Spriggered. Spriggerberg. So nothing in here is worth killing. Vampires would be worth killing. Conjurers would be worth killing. Necromancers as well. Bandits. Marauders. All of those worth killing. These things, not worth it. Because I don't need their stuff. Their stuff is garbage to me at the moment. In fact, most stuff is garbage to me. Pretty much just looking for gold and enchanted artifact thingamajigs. Okay. Take that one. And this one. And that's about it. I don't really do alchemy. Don't really do enchanting as much. Unless there's a specific purpose to it. In which case, I've already got all I need for it. And I don't normally use weapons anymore, because, hey, I've got the ultimate spell to kill everything in 100 meters. Or at least severely debilitate it. And that's all part of the plan. Now, if there's somebody to protect, I should not use it. Of course. I don't have a more focused version of the spell because I can always aim at the wrong thing, single target style, and totally fuck myself over. So, really, the only way not to kill an ally with this thing is not to fire it. This thing or another thing. Much like it, but lower on area. So just go full area and don't bother making a single target. Just don't. You know? Also, we are significantly stealthy enough to make sure that we can get in nice and close to touch the enemy and everybody around them. So, really, we don't need anything other than on touch for accuracy. Don't ask me why I'm going through all this. It's force of habit at this point. Seriously though, where is my statue? Okay. Yeah, take those. All of those. I still like collecting jewelry, even though it's borderline useless to me. It's very lightweight, and, well, I never really cared about weight. But, yeah, it's good. Okay, so we've been around there, haven't been through here yet. Yeah, and if I have to be suitably up with the kills, I could just pull out my dagger. Go sneaky. Stab them all in the back. Instead of doing shit at a distance that is very prone to misfire and friendly fire, at least for me, because my eyes suck. Practically a cyclops. So my depth perception is a little off. Due to that astigmatism. Yeah, one of my eyes is so much worse off that it cannot be corrected with prescription glasses. Has to be a hard contact lens, and even then it won't get up to 20/20. But enough of my woes. The game must be played. Miranda Gate. Fine, we'll take it. I don't much care. Take your Varla Stone. Still haven't played Undertale or Deltarune or any of those. I know. Cultural milestones dodged and all that. I'm an uncultured swine playing Oblivion Remastered along with everyone else. I am a sheep. Except I played through the entire game, the original version, with all the fucking mods I could stuff before it was cool. So in a sense, I'm a video game hipster. All things considered. God, I just love these RPGs though. Oh, they're so jank, but they're so pretty. Oh yeah, and I still have not engaged in cheatery. Even though a look at my saves proves nothing, because I could just download a mod that suppresses that behavior in the game. I have not opened the console to enter a command one time in this entire playthrough after the vanilla playthrough. During the vanilla playthrough, though, I had to troubleshoot some shit. And I'm probably going to have to troubleshoot more shit for this playthrough, so all bets are off. For things I have to do for the benefit of the playthrough that are blatantly cheating. And in which case I will leave the anti-achievement tag on my saves and generally not give a fuck. Because I already have all the achievements. Can't take away what I've earned. So what the fuck's the point of locking it out?
Rats. skirting around in the shadows, making me jumpy.
I don't care about you. Ninandava. Whatever. And then we'll discover Sanker Tor. We'll figure that out later. Generally not give a fuck. Chest on top? No chest on top. Okay. Whatever then. I don't jump too high. I do jump fairly high for someone with perfect stats and all that, but that's just because I overtrained my acrobatics. See? All because I have a mod that unlocks how much you can train in a level to be unlimited. Truly unlimited. And well, game over. We could just leave, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna explore the whole damn thing, okay? Lead a bomb, beep-a-dip-a-boo-ba-ba-dee-do. Let's go below. Vampire. Get out of here then. Garbage. Nothing. Nothing.
Nothing. No.
What was that? I didn't hear you over the sound of dying. Over the sound of me strangling you within your carefully constructed Daedric armor that offered no protection. I like the absorb effect on things now. It's really cool. Like, it just trails over to you. Very good. Very, very good. Also, it sort of informs an unlimited distance to absorbing certain resources, which I like. There was a certain limitation to such things in the original version that I felt was shoddy at best. making on touch a bit inferior to on target spells overall. Also, to on touch absorption being, well, absorption spells, because they're all on touch, being, well, let's just put it this way. You couldn't go too far away from the target of your absorption before the absorption would just outright break. And I think that limit was around 10 feet. I can't remember, but it was pretty short. It made it so there was really no point in upping the area that such a spell would cover. So, yeah, a little underwhelming. Alright, what else are we doing? So we did that one over there. We did Windir. Is Windir on the list? Hold on. Windir is not on the list. Makamentane. Windiawick. Yeah, we did that. Nanandava, we did that, I think, Fanakas. We started with. I can't remember which ones we did today. Which ones we did not. But I think we did them all. Because I did one last time. And we did 4 today. Or did we? No, we didn't. Fuck. So there's one more somewhere in the ether that I have not looked at. And this is the one. I haven't discovered Circular Hollow. Let's go do that. And then we head north. And I think I want Umbacano to actually become the Ayleid king, or become possessed by him this time around, instead of the underwhelming ending which I did during my original playthrough. Which means we're going to have to find the real Ayleid crown and give that to him instead of the false one. Take this, this, and wallop these. And see that they have nothing. Ain't that great? Dread zombie. Don't really care. I don't dread any dread zombie. They dread me. Nor do I dread any nether lich. Ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-dum, da-ba-dum, ba-da-ba-dum. No. I don't care enough. Guess it's whatever. We'll figure that out later.
Nothing to worry about, I guess. Just my eyes playing tricks on me.
Ugh. Sneezes. My mortal enemy. Yeah, I don't give a fuck, man. Just drop dead. I don't need your longsword either. Do everything. Look in every corner. I don't know about that. Yeah, looks like we explored all the crypts. Alright, moving forward through the poison room. Easy. Avoid getting killed by poison. Very easy. When you have 255% resist poison, practically drinking the poison in at that point. I'm just wondering which piles of rubble actually have casks behind them in vanilla, and I'm slowly starting to realize that none of them did.
Ah, I'd better cut down on the ale. Starting to see things. I am.
Bum, 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 bum. Because I also command with these spells, they actually pop up as mine before they die. And that's just so they don't try to attack me. They don't even try. It's not like I couldn't take it, but come on, man. Full control is full control. Alright, let's head inside then. Good job. You got me. Ooh. Okay, I'll take that.
Whatever it was, it's gone. Now,
Alright. Garbo, Garbo, Garbo. Garbo, 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 Garbo. Oh god. Why do both? Because why the hell not? I'm just looking around some more. He chose this fate. I did not push him into it. I see. So this is just a lead back. That's fine. Alright. Alright. So I think we're good. I think that's all the alien statues in the game. Might as well discover that. Also, see what's at the bottom of this. If there is anything. I doubt there's anything. Yeah, there's nothing. Nothing that I can readily see. Okay, I would call that good enough. So let's make the collector into a god, more or less. And then kill that god.
Good to see you again, man.
Yeah,
Very good.
I can show myself in once you unlock the door, damn it.
Ah, yes. My treasure hunting friend. What can I do for you?
Treasure.
Yes. Have you found another statue for me? I am impressed. Only 3 more statues to complete the set. Keep up the good work, my friend. Yes. Have you found another statue for me? I had never thought to see 8 of the ancestors together again in my lifetime. Well done. Yes, have you found? You are doing very well in your treasure hunt, my friend. Only one more statue remains to be discovered. You are very close to earning the reward for completing the set of 10. I urge you to redouble your efforts. Yes. You have exceeded my fondest hopes, my friend. The 10 ancestors are reunited at last. This is truly an historic day. As I promised when we first met, here is your reward for completing the set. Take it with my sincere thanks. It is well deserved.
It's not that hard to do.
You are more resourceful than I had hoped. I esteem you greatly for your success in bringing the 10 ancestors together again after all these years. What can be said about taxes? They're high, but we must pay. At least they are administered efficiently, and the shrinkage is within decent limits. You have proven yourself more than a simple grave robber. I believe you can handle a more complicated assignment. Are you interested? Excellent. Here, take a look at the sketch. The ancient text referred to this site only as the High Fane. Do you know it?
Malada.
Malada? Really? I confess I had never made the connection. But yes, it makes sense. In any event, this should make your job easier than I had feared.
What am I supposed to be looking for?
The High Fane dates from the late Aeolian period, following the fall of White Gold Tower. A very troubled time for that ancient people. A time I find most fascinating. The drawing on the bottom of the page I gave you depicts a carved panel from the central chamber of the High Fane. I believe this carving will shed new light on Aeolian history. If I am able to examine it closely, I would like you to retrieve it. I will need this as well. It is the key to the inner chamber of the High Fane. I part with it reluctantly, so guard it. It is what began my search for the High Fane many years ago. Your first task is to locate the ruins of the High Fane. I believe it must now be made by a... Take care.
Bleh. Excuse me. Oh, okay. Sorry. Blue. That's a lie. At least for this stage of the game. We'll get there eventually, but it's not today. Yep. Malada. Malada. I'm a simple man. I see shiny, I take it. Unless it's accompanied with red text. And then I think carefully about what I'm about to do before taking it. Significantly less simple approach. Doesn't matter, let's fucking go. We'll come back to that eventually. Just not right now. Alright, fine. I'm gonna go down below first. Good. Yeah, you don't say. I don't really care. Just take these. Hello? Why aren't you falling down? I need to get behind there. Come on. Move. Move out of my way. Get that. Grand storms? Is that what it said? Mine. It reflected some of the shit onto me, so it's a little risky. Yeah, grand storms, 25%. Yeah. Vitality, steel skin, mundane, all this. Flame, etc., etc. Think that's everything? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. And then the one extra that is outside that network. Good. Let's go here. Varla that I hardly need anymore. And you know what? Good way to get rid of this. Dismiss. At least, I think. I think this gets rid of them. Actually, it would take forever. Never mind. My spells are too damn good. Or nasty. To get rid of. as is the intent, even though some enemies reflect it back at me without anything I can do about it. Including the paralysis effect, if that were to reflect on me, then I'd be on the floor for quite a while. But overall, it's fine. I'll be fine. It's just a little weakness to poison and some other crap. Also, if it does reflect on me while I still have much reflected on me, then it won't reflect on me again in the same duration as before. Which is interesting. That's not normally how it worked. Normally how it worked, it would refresh all durations of effects that you suffer from. If you were to suffer from them again. Now, is this affecting any of my stats? No. Not significantly enough. Mini break incoming. 30-second timer in my face. So anyway, you know the drill. It's 2 to 3 hours of gameplay. And then I get to think about continuing or not. Only today I do have other things to do, so after the 2 to 3 hours this session, I'm going to have to hang it up, perhaps for the day. I don't know. And then we'll pick it up sometime later. In the Shivering Isles, probably. Because I like to swap back and forth now, instead of focusing on one story at a time in its entirety before swapping.
Well done. You have much to learn about this business, my friend, but you show definite promise. But first, of course, you must hand over the carving.
Why? No, you can't have it.
Are you sure? I truly have no wish to harm you. It is the carving I want. Just business. Hand it over, and someday we will both laugh about this over drinks at the Tiber Septim. I will give you one last chance.
No.
As you wish. Too bad. I was just getting to like you. Kill him.
Where are you?
I am nowhere. Full Daedric, wow. You know what? I'll just take everything they got. Because fucking don't care, man. I can carry all of it. Damn, I killed his horse too. Insanity. I love this. Now, wasn't there another one? Was it just the 4? Were there more? Can't remember. And I don't get to see their corpses through walls, which is unfortunate. Okay, well, GG's, I guess. Yeah. See if there's a Oblivion gate this way or not. And then we can move on. Nope, just Lost Boy Cavern. Among others. And Neon Camp. They don't matter. None of them did. Yeah. Yeah, no. It would have shown up by now. Anyhow. Back to Talos Plaza. Also, perfect. What now? Might as well recharge them too. There was a note, right? Ugh. She does as usual, so we'll play it cautiously. To the ruin until I arrive. We may not. Fun. Yeah. Yeah. We'll move along then. Umbacano. Mr. Umbacano. Hello.
Well met. Yes, you learned that it is the ruin now known as Malada. Were you able to recover the carving yet?
It's right here.
You are indeed a treasure hunter of exceptional talents. Here is your reward, as promised. Normally, I would give you a chance to celebrate your success, but I do have another task for you. If you are interested, a rather urgent one. This is not quite in your usual line of work, but I hope you can help me just the same. A rival collector has an item which I very much want to add to my collection, but she stubbornly refuses to consider any of my offers. She and I have had our differences over the years, I admit. Now she is taking this opportunity to get her revenge. I believe that you may be able to persuade her to part where I cannot due to her prejudice against me. Are you interested?
Sure.
Very good. I hope you will succeed where I have so far failed.
Okay.
Her name is Herminia Sinner. She lives here in the Imperial City. in the Elven Gardens district. She fancies herself a student of the Aelids, although she sadly lacks any aesthetic instinct whatsoever. Be that as it may, she has come into possession of an ancient relic known as the Crown of the Aelids. Your job is to acquire it for me. Here is more than enough gold to buy it at any reasonable price. You may keep whatever you do not use as your fee.
Okay.
Reputedly the crown worn by the last king of the Aelids. It deserves to be part of my collection. Very little is known of him, not even his name. He ruled the last Aeliad city in Cyrodiil during the First Era, 3 centuries after the fall of White Gold Tower. Bye.
Right. About that. This is kind of my line of work. Kicking ass, taking names, taking everything that isn't nailed down, leaving no one the wiser. At least this time around. Sorry to come calling so late at night.
Herminia Sinner, amateur scholar of the ancient elves, dabbler in the arcane arts. How can I help you? The King of Nenalata is the last Aeliad king known to history, true. He appears to have ruled for centuries past the fall of all the other Aeliad kingdoms, if the ancient chronicles are to be believed. But there never was a single king of the Aeliads. Each city-state had its king, and their power waxed and waned over the years. The King of Nenalata was the last, simply because all the other kings had been destroyed or driven out of Cyrodiil.
True.
For you, of course. You want to buy my Aeliad crown? It isn't for sale at any price. I would think Umbacano would know that by now.
I'm not working for Umbacano.
Save your breath. He's the only one who knows I have it. He's tried to get it from me for years. I will never allow the crown to fall into Umbacano's hands. He is far more dangerous than you realize.
Umbacano's goals are not my concern.
You may think so in your ignorance, but I take a larger view. As a scholar of the Aeliads, I have no wish to see their evil power return.
Yeah, the crown dangerous.
I don't know for sure. I wish I had a more persuasive answer, but hear me out. The crown of the Aeliads which Umbacano wants is not simply an ancient work of art. It has certain superficial magic powers, true, but its real power is hidden. However, my studies of the ancient text make clear that it is the key to dangerous magical powers which should be left dormant.
Yeah, I can handle that. Umbacano will not give up.
You're right. Even if I persuade you, he'll send someone else. Someone less amenable to reason. But what if you brought him another Aeliad crown?
What do you mean?
My own research into the late Aeliad period suggests that there was not a single Aeliad ruler, but many. They were a bitterly divided people, with many warlords vying against each other for power. Their ultimate demise was wrought by their own civil strife, at least as much as by the rebellion of their human slaves. My crown, the one Umbacano covets, belonged to the ruler of Nenalata. I've learned of another crown, entombed with the last ruler of the rival city of Lindai. Since Umbacano has never laid eyes on the real crown of the Aeliads, I doubt he could tell the difference. In any case, the other is also a real Aeliad crown, just not the right one. I think we could all sleep better if you brought him Lindai's crown instead of the crown of Nenalata. Here, I happen to have the key you'll need to enter the royal burial chamber in Lindai. I hope you'll make the right choice. The Ayleid city of Lindai was a bitter rival to Nenalata, the city of the so-called last king of the Ayleids. Umbacano may not be able to tell the difference between the crown of Lindai and the crown of Nenalata. It's at least worth a try. I know I don't want to find out what terrible power Umbacano could unleash using the crown of Nenalata. I hope you'll make the right choice. Umbacano must not have the crown of Nenalata. You too.
Mm-hmm. You know what it is. We don't need her key. We do. Let's go to Lindai. Then we can decide whenever. At whatever. Now, where is Lindai? There. Bueno, 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 bueno. Because I am actually a collector that doesn't really care about the powers. Because I've got all the power I need. So I might as well have both at one point or another. Let's just kill that one. We do. And once we have it, we will give it a point of pride in our household. Put it in a very specific, very important, and noticeable spot. Okay. To be decided later. What spot is it? I don't know. Because we don't give a shit. Just make sure it's someplace noticeable. Okay. So we have to use that one. Come on. Do it. I believe in you. Stupid. Why are you stupid? Whatever. Is it because I'm invisible that they don't notice me? That's stupid. Should be based on frickin' physical pressure on the plate. Apparently it's not. Okay, not that one. It was this one. I can almost reach it. Almost. Shit. Oh, come on now. There it is. Haha. I got you. Yeah, I could do that. Don't really matter too much. Just get a boost, you know? Get a boost from things, you know? Not that hard. Okay, let's leave. Hey, give me that staff. Whatever staff it is, it'll go in my collection. Dwarven Claymore, I don't care. Could be pretty, I don't care. Boom, 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 boom. This one, that one, okay. Do this because we can. Get another Varla for the collection. Even though I've duplicated thousands of the damn things. My Welkin stones are more important. I'm charmed. To myself. Does it matter? No. Bleep. Bleep. Bleep, bleep, bleep. Okay, where are we? Okay. Yeah, I guess we're good. Just move on. Easy. Mine. Yeah, I think we're done here. My magicka has to be so fucking high, but my health can remain where it was. Just because there are spells I'd rather be casting. You know? Okay, so moment of truth. Which way do we go in this? Well, I went with the disappointing ending. In my original do everything playthrough. Let's go with the very satisfying ending to this time. Where he becomes a frickin' alien god.
Very Very good.
And we put him down where he belongs. As an inferior god
The
of a
treasure.
dead civilization. I feign now.
Have you brought me the crown of the Aliads?
Give him the crown of Nenalata.
Magnificent! This is my greatest prize yet. To think that I hold the very crown that once graced the brow of the last alien king. Even to gaze upon it would have been death to any one of the lesser races in the old days. I thank you again for your efforts. I have one final task for you, if you are still willing to face danger on my behalf. In order to bring my research on the last king of the aliens to its final stage, I need to go to the throne room of Nenalata. While I am not without means of defending myself, I believe you would be an invaluable companion on such an expedition. Your reward will be whatever plunder you wish to carry off from Nenalata. Since the throne room has been sealed since the time of the aliens, it should provide rich rewards.
I'll see you in Nenalata.
Very well. 3 days, then. Don't be late.
3 days? Oh my god.
I will be expecting you at Nenalata in 3 days' time.
Oh my god. It's too much waiting. Some dumbass. Okay. Let's go somewhere, you know. Just somewhere. Waste some time. Might as well do Ayleswell. Fuck. Fine. Let's do Ayleswell. And Fort Caractacus. Kill some time, you know. Seakeep Tavern. Nope. Not that one. This one. Ayleswell Inn. Okay.
Excuse me. We have a small problem that we hope you can help us with. You may be wondering why you can't see me. We are all doing the same thing. Everyone in Ayleswell suddenly became invisible several weeks ago. It was sort of fun at first, but the novelty has definitely worn off now. You can imagine how difficult it is to run an inn while invisible. Once you get a reputation as a haunted inn, you can just forget about it. So we've all been keeping quiet, hoping the spell will wear off. But we're running out of patience. We're sure it was Ankatar's doing, but we can't find him. If you can help us, we will be extremely grateful. He's a wizard who took up residence in the ruins of Fort Caractacus a couple of years ago. He's caused us no end of trouble with his magical experiments, but nothing as bad as this. We've tried to find him, but had no luck. If he's still living in the fort, he's hiding from us, and no wonder. If you could find him and get him to remove this cursed invisibility, we will all be in your debt. Goodbye.
Alright. Let's get on it. We know where he is. We know exactly where he is. I don't have to give a damn.
Go away! I don't want whatever you're selling.
Hi.
I told you to leave me alone. Go away. Oblivion take you. What is it you want from me?
Just be persistent.
Of course. We understand each other perfectly. Yes, I have been working on a new invisibility spell. As you can see, it works quite well. Why? Oh, really? Everyone in town?
Yes.
That must have been what all the shouting was about a few weeks ago. I'm afraid I was engrossed in an experiment that required my full attention. You see, in order to increase the efficacy of the spell, the radius was likely to approach the... Oh, never mind. I don't mean to bore you.
Not at all.
A fellow mage. Please excuse my rudeness earlier. I find most people extremely tedious, completely ignorant of the arcane. I came out to get some privacy for my research. Instead, I was constantly bothered by the local peasantry. The explosions are scaring the sheep, or a plague of rats ate all our crops. Every day, another complaint. No understanding of the pitfalls of experimental magic. Finally, I decided that permanent invisibility was the only way to get some peace and quiet. I know you're about to quote Vanto's third law. Don't worry, I have not actually found a way to violate the conservation of perception. The invisibility is not actually permanent. You can tell the villagers not to worry. It will wear off eventually.
Eventually.
Well, in a year or two, maybe a bit more. There's no way to be absolutely sure. That's the exciting thing about basic research.
They can't wait for a year.
I find being invisible quite refreshing. But if it will get everyone to leave me alone, fine. I did work out a counterspell last week. If I can just put my hand to it. Ah, here. Stand in the center of town to make sure you get everyone. Oh, and make sure... Never mind. It should be fine. Yes, just read the scroll in the middle of town. It should work. Although, just in case, it might be best if you wore this ring while you were casting the spell. I make them myself. Very useful for this kind of research. Not that I think anything will go wrong. Serious side effects are highly unlikely. I am sorry about that. Just use the reverse invisibility scroll I gave you. Don't forget to wear that ring I gave you when you cast the spell. Not that there's anything to worry about. Take care.
Just your luck's gonna suffer a hit. Da, da, ba, da, da. Ba, da, 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 ba, da. Shabba, ba, dee, ba, ba, choo. Alright, so where is it? It would be this guy. It is in the network. And by network I mean rings that don't have sorting markers.
Hey, you're the one made us visible again, right? Good show. You too.
Okay, well that was easy. Hold up. Put this back on. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Hello.
Thank you, thank you. I can't tell you how good it feels to be able to see myself again. My sisters, on the other hand, I wouldn't mind if they had stayed invisible. Ah, me. Friend, you are welcome at the Ayleswell Inn anytime. Free of charge.
Alright, free bed.
We haven't seen him since that whole invisibility mess. I hope it stays that way.
Okay.
You too.
Yep.
Oh, it's you. My brother goes on and on about you. I know you saved us and everything, but it does get tiresome after a while. What? I'll take that, and thank you very... Take care.
Make her less rude.
You really enjoy this whole hero thing, don't you? Everybody fawning all over you. I'm not like that. All right. Handsomely done. Goodbye.
Bet you feel frickin' absolutely grateful now. Alright. Let's get into Caractacus and actually explore the dungeon. An invisible mountain lion. Lovely. Beep-a-da-ba-doo. Ba-ba-dee-ba-doo-ba-doom. All of you will die. There isn't much here, it's just random stuff, but I did forget to explore it in my do everything playthrough, so here it is. It's just a very one-note dungeon that doesn't really do much. Doesn't really do much to advance anything, it isn't that significant. Don't much care. To the Heartlands, huh? So it's something back to the outside, of course. Yeah, it's very small. Very small. Not filled with any big treasures that are really worth a damn. But at least there's a place at the top, you know. Not a bad place. Just not at all noteworthy. Alright, time to explore around Bruma for a little bit. Because I haven't done that. Feels good to be out and about. Might as well discover Namira, because I am going to have to do her quest later. Or fail it outright. I don't know. You can fail you can fail some of the Daedric artifact quests to get access to her Maes Mora. You don't have to do them all successfully. Even though that is a trigger as well. Doing them all successfully. Yeah, I'll follow. Let's discover this too. Alright, let's go up this way to the Thief Stone. Anga. Anga. Just another Alien ruin of not much consequence. Right, I should just get to the road. And then there's Bleeker's Way, which don't really care, honestly. Until I do Dagon Shrine, there won't be more Oblivion gates to close. At least, I don't think there will be until then. I think that's what they're waiting for. Because there can only be a certain number out at one time. And that's absolutely fine. Okay. And some of them are actually set events, so not all of them will be available even when that happens. Wee-blah-ba-blee. Wee-blah-ba-doo. Wee-blah-ba-doom. Ba-ba-ba-dum. In a way, it kind of feels weird that I'm playing a version of Oblivion without Mascar's Oblivion Overhaul. Or any of the dungeon renovation mods. Or Oscaro's Oblivion Overhaul. Or any other overhaul. Or even the unofficial patch. Because apparently the unofficial patch is a little broken right now for this version of the game. So I'm kind of waiting for that to settle down. While exploring the game as vanilla as possible. With a few mods for convenience. Things like better UI, better UX, and potential for more broken things to happen. Easier gameplay, etc. And it makes me think maybe I should do this on Master. But I know better. I know a lot better. That it won't matter anyway. Just won't. It just won't matter. Really? Yeah, why can't I get there? Because game doesn't like fun. Because the game hates fun. I just want to go to Skyrim. Is that so hard? Yeah, the blank wastes of Skyrim before there was a game for Skyrim. Why was there no camp? Confused. There's...
Whatever it was, it's gone now.
Yeah, there is a camp here. Yeah. Not a very well-known one. But it exists. It doesn't have a map marker, though. Except for that one on the burnt into the world map. That said, wouldn't it also stand to reason that there is a cave this way? Despite all indications to the contrary. Maybe. Cutting room floor stuff. Should be over here. Doesn't seem very accessible. Yeah. Boy. Alright, what about over there? Does that Oblivion gate operate? If it don't, then we'll have to come back later. Yay, Virtuous hates fun. Blocks you in everywhere because it's out of bounds, whatever that is. I like out of bounds secrets. How dare they lock me out of them? I don't see that in the distance, but you know, it's based on, like, the Oblivion Gates appearing is based on proximity to the thing, so you know, should be around here-ish. Later, at a later time. Bum. Hold on. Secrets of the... Yeah, it's already tracked. It's fine. Just... Fine. It's fine. Just leaping down a mountain to prove I am alive. And very much not dead. Hidden camp, not very hidden, because it has a map marker. God, that camp up north, further up north, that camp is more hidden than the camp I just passed by. Kind of misnomer everywhere, every which way in some of these places. I'm just discovering places that I want to hit later. Now, what is that? Let's have a look. Probably just a mountain peak. Yeah. Dive Rock. I remember. Okay. There we go. Gold? I like gold. I'll take that. It's a pretty famous hidden quest where it asks you to kill this thing. Unwavering. Frostworm bow. Named remains. Yeah. Unfortunate soul. Okay. Do some more discovery, dragon. Probably have enough fame now that we're able to hit all of these. Unless one of them needs 80, which could be this one. Uh-huh. Okay, I guess not. Guess we're fully famed out, according to those. No gate this way. So this is basically just what I do off stream. Sometimes. Go out, explore, do things, close gates. Unless they're already closed, and then I move on. Okay. Alright, and then just do more exploring, ma'am. That's what I do when I want to waste time. Explore. Find locations and eventually delve into them when on stream. Because you don't want to miss out on that fun, do you? Of course not. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Mini break. Dun 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 dun. I can still navigate with my compass, for the most part. Oh, here's one. Alright, what we got? Better not... It's not the natural disaster again. Yay, good. Because I'm tired of that one. Going back, getting the hatred's soul, hatred's heart, and then doing the closure. Come on. I've done that so many fucking times, but I feel compelled to do it every time. I'm gonna have to do it at least one more time, though. Because the Coral Gate has yet to open. That one always leads to the natural disasters towers. Now, if there are other secrets in the other Oblivion planes, I mean, I'm kind of spent on them, so thanks, but no thanks. Because I'm pretty sure I did all that shit during the big ol' playthrough of the original version, so yeah. Pretty much the same experience. That's why I'm doing most of the Oblivion Gates off-stream now. because I've already done them all pretty much on stream. And there are a lot of them. Especially when you unlock all 100. Which I did this time as well, more or less. They just lock themselves to particular quest progress, no matter what you do. I mean, the Oblivion Crisis has yet to fully activate in earnest. That doesn't happen until the Path of Dawn. And the following quest, Dagon Shrine. Completing Dagon Shrine makes it happen at maximum intensity. Alright, what else? Well, we looked at this one. It was nothing for now. We'll look at it again later. Should probably go ahead and check out these areas over here. But I'm running out of time. So let's go to Nenalata and wait for the man, the myth, the unlegend Umbacano. Where is Nenalata, though? I can't remember for the life of me where that fucking place is. Could be anywhere. It could even be a boat. Right? Did I already discover the place? Probably. But it should be marked on my map because he wouldn't mention it and have it not on my map. There's Lindai. Would it be over here? Trimbe, near Sumna, Bel de Burro. We'll do Bel de Burro once this is done, you know. Nornal Horst. God damn it, where is Nenalata? I can't remember for the life of me where this fucking place is. I mean, I probably could have asked for directions, but me and my big meat brain decided, nah, I'm pretty sure I know where it is. And I don't. I just don't. Why don't I know where it is? I don't know. And here it is. Motherfucker. Okay. I am an embarrassment to all gamers everywhere. Doing a 100% playthrough of this game really tests your knowledge. Especially when you don't look at the wiki or a map. Cadlu Chapel. It has no dungeon in it. Still as gruesome as ever. Just has necromancers. Yeah, there's no crawl space in there. Just kill them.
It's gone now.
And the altar is still defiled. Yeah. Alright, we are at the Nenalata place. Doing the Nenalata things for the Nenalata people. Or against them, I don't really know. And now we wait. Pretty sure we're only waiting like 1 or 2 days. Oh, hi. You're here.
Here you are at last. I know exactly where the throne room lies. Your job is simply to get me there safely.
Well, follow me. Let's get you all buffed up. And then get in there. So you're practically the safest frickin' entity in all of everything. Yeah, and he'll tell me what needs killing. 'Cause nothing witnesses us. And if they start to witness him, then I'll just put the buff back on him. He is now all-powerful. Also, possibly... Possibly... something. I forget what I was going to say. Possibly essential.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
God, homeboy needs to chill. Very hard for me to follow him anywhere. Hello, sir. Oh yeah, he isn't essential, actually. Just chill out. Let me do the work. Or I can let you do the work, either way. As long as the work gets done, it don't matter. This is kind of why I saved before entering, because I don't know how this is going to go. Using these methods. Okay. Monet. Not a significant amount of Monet, but it's Monet. Mine. T-posing. It don't know what to do. You're fine. Don't you worry. Okay. Fun. Fighting each other. Sometimes. Okay. Alright. If it's bouncing off of him and onto me, then that's good. I can cast it many more times. If he needs. Before I have to get more magicka. I'm also making him into a tank that fears nothing and will fight for me. As per usual. I accidentally opened the console there. Did nothing with it, but fuck it. Whatever. It don't matter. I'm being methodical with this, just because. Also, I might want to wait until his chameleon wears off before we...
Just as Sorkelin described it. Follow me.
He's just gonna sit the throne, is he?
Ariel, ye Tamriel, Delavoy, and Arpen Arantanabai.
You don't say.
Here it is. Throne of the last king of the Eliads. And so it falls to me to begin the restoration of our ancient glory.
Mm-hmm.
Of Suna Tamriel, Antavoy, and Apen Aran Malaboro.
It's easy.
Arise, my people! The restoration of Tamriel begins today!
Bitches ain't shit. Sure. Yeah, they were not actually a threat at all. And if I were to come into this place, explore it more or less fully, then come back, the doors would not open. Which is kind of what I did during the original playthrough. Yeah. Anyway. Learned my lesson, kind of, in entering places before they are relevant. Doesn't exactly matter anymore. So, if we left those guys alive at the ruins before, they would have been here to help me fight him, Umbacano, as he was. But no, we're not doing it. Or if we gave them the thing. Which... Okay, what else was I doing? What did I promise you before I went and did that? I can't remember. Something quick, right? I can't remember what it was. What the hell was it? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, these forts with eyes on them are places where you can find more Shadow Banish wine. But some of them have purposes other than that, so I'm kind of waiting for those purposes to be exposed. Yeah, I can't remember. Can't remember what I was going to do to finish the stream. Shit. Mysterious mysteries being mysteriously mysterious. Anyway, I think we're done for the stream right now. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow. And as always, more to come soon. Largely, I don't know when, but hey. Let's go ahead and shove these somewhere in plain sight. Got Lindai and Nenalata side by side. I really am not a fan of there not being a dedicated grab key now. But, hey, it is what it is. Also, I wish there was more control over how to manipulate the stuff, you know? Whatever, it's fine. They are here more or less proudly. Anyway, and the jewelry I will be selling to get all my money back. These Amulet of Axe. 15K per sale is pretty damn good. And with a few hundred, I can get up past 5 million, so it's fine. It's absolutely fine. Anyhow, more to come later. Bye-bye.